catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You laughing.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for that, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spit. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. So turn up, baby, pour out the milk.
No, it wasn't. Find it. Stop kissing me, but I'll talk that shit about it. Go get my motherfucking money.
Watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip,
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state brought me looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions when I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago. Here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Oakland Raiders. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch time. Tight end right. Hey,
Throwing now is Carr. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 185. Here we go.
49, guys. Mike.
Bravo.
Here we go.
Here's Carr. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check out. Watch the safety creep.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Let's go. Hey, come on. Stop your body. Check 15. Check 15. Check safety. Check safety. Hey, check. Kill.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. That'll be complete to Cook. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back to the ground, Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 42-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Where'd you put his roll at, Brooklyn?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check 24. Check 24.
Jackson from the shotgun. And an alley to run. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Say, kill.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll have a first down past the 40. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage. Anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On play action, it's Carr. It's complete to Lockett. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Carr now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And they'll get him down.
That nigga said they got a nigga with red hair.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Raiders pick it up. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They're running it.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Down. 180. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check, check. Fresno. 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 Move it down.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, as the first half is winding down, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
Talk to me.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Operating from the gun. Jackson flushed out right. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On first down, it's Cook. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Robinson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down. 4-yard line.
We got this.
7. And the Raven first down.
Set, back. 15 on it. 15 on it. Try to grab. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Go, go. Watch out. Watch out. Check. Check for that. Check 99. Check 99. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash. Echo. Echo.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Check. Check back. Check back.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Jackson operating from the gun. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now Carr. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Let's go now.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Big ass. Jump. Check it out, Reed. Watch the safety drill.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 27, Carr. It's caught. Lockett. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Check 15.
And a Raider first down.
Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On play action, now Carr. Flush to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Kill. Purdue. 80 weapons.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
29. 48 smart. 48 smart. Hey, exit. Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we're going to make the 48 right now. Let's go. Hey, here we go. 48 to Mike.
The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And it's complete to Kelsey. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, That puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky. Check, check, check.
They start the drive with Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Six minutes left.
On first down, Robinson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Come on, fellas.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 11.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Shift. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Switch.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been in this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Carr. Steps away to his left. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun. Carr. Eluding the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. 36.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
Oh, no, we
As the Ravens push further out in front.
We might as well just play punt. Okay, we got to go in there with the point guard.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And now here is another interception. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they...